So up to 10 clean sheets in the league after Saturday. Is that a milestone in your season, do you think? Do you count that as a milestone as a goalkeeper?
I count it as a mini goal. Obviously, I've set a goal before the season. I'm not going to tell you, but I have a goal in mind, which I've told both my goalie coach and obviously all the people around me. But to get to 10 is always good because it's double digit. But I still see that we should have had loads more than what we had, especially how many games we conceded late on, where we actually could have had a clean sheet and haven't had it. But I see it as progress, because it's no secret we'd had a couple of tough months, but to put 2 performances in against 2 good sides is very promising, and if we can build on that and then go into February, I'm sure it will be good.
Yeah, because you have your top goal scorers charts and you have your top clean sheets charts, and I know you're not far off. I think you're in the top 5 at the moment. Is that, as a goalkeeper, something you target as well, a bit like the strikers do, wanting to be top of that list?
Of course you want to, because I think the keeper with the most clean sheets wins the Golden Glove. Obviously I'm still a few off, but it's something I'm looking at. So to get that would be a big achievement. Obviously it's still far ahead, but I will do whatever I can to get it.
Since the new head coach has come in, has he asked you to do anything differently?
I think everyone can see we're trying to play in a different way. Obviously, we're looking at the opponent and who we are playing. So how we played last game might be different to how we're going to play against Burton on Saturday. But yeah, overall it's been different for me because I'm trying to obviously do what he wants me to do and implement in terms of like playing a little bit more, not just squeeze everyone up and kick along. So yeah, I think it's beneficial for all of us, and especially what he's told me as well.
And have you found that quite easy to adjust to?
I think so, yeah. I had a little bit of a spell at Burnley last year where they were trying to play a lot. That transition from Sean Dyche football to Vincent Kompany. So obviously you have to adapt to it, and I don't think it's been too hard for me to do it.
Have you found that now, goalkeepers, you know, if we talked 10 years ago, goalkeepers having the ability to have the ball at their feet, there was probably 1 or 2, whereas now it feels like to be a good goalkeeper you need that.
You have to be decent with your feet to obviously play at a high level, so you can't just be a good goalkeeper, but I will still say the main thing is to keep the ball out of net. You can't just have a keeper that's good with his feet, but he can't keep the ball out of net. So I'll still prioritise that 100%. But again, you still have to be decent with your feet to play at a high level. You
had a decent one last season with Accrington and the team, but you've obviously had more regular football this year. How beneficial has that been to you?
It's been great to play loads of games. Obviously, that's why I'm here. I want to play every week, or sometimes twice a week. It's tough on the body because you have to get used to it. And I think everyone you ask in the changing room will say, "Yeah, we played loads of games this year," and you can definitely feel like an old man after all. So no, but it's been great. That's the reason I'm here, to play loads of games and hopefully show what I can do.
And Burton this weekend, as you say, it'd be hoping to get that 3rd clean sheet on the spin.
Yeah, that'll be great. And then if I can get that, I'm looking towards the next game against Fleetwood as well. So hopefully there's a couple of games now where we can actually keep the ball out of the net and then score a lot of goals. It's going to be a difficult game because we just done some analysis on it, and their pitch is not great, and the way they want to play is obviously tough, very direct. So hopefully we can cope with that.
And the fact that, you know, there's been a lot of pressure, I guess, on the defence because we've not had a goal scoring threat until the last few weeks. Now the pressure's on the other end. Have you noticed a change, though, the fact that Lincoln now have this attacking threat, or a better attacking threat?
100%. 100%. It's taking some pressure off us that we don't have to keep a clean sheet every time to get a point. Obviously, we still want to do that, without a doubt, but to play a little bit higher in the team and we can actually keep the ball in the final third gives us a little bit of rest in the back 4, back 5, which is just beneficial in the long run.
Lovely.
Obviously, it's been a pretty poor run recently, and you know, not getting too many wins. But do you feel that the last 2 performances have really encouraged you? And do you feel that win is sort of only a matter of games away now? 100%.
I think if you look at both the stats from the last 2 games and the way we played, we actually had the bigger chances. So we could have got away with 6 points in 2 games. Obviously, no one expected us to do that because against both Derby and Peterborough, they're both pushing for automatic promotion, I guess. But again, we put down 2 really good performances, and as I said before, we have to build on that. And it's going to be a different game, Burton, but if we bring the same intensity we had second half against Wickham, and then obviously how we play against both Derby and Peterborough, I'm sure we will have a good outcome.
Yeah, and do those sort of positive performances, especially sort of the last sort of 2.5 games, have they sort of raised the mood within the team and in the camp in training?
100%. Everyone is much more happy because it's not fun losing every game, losing week in and week out. Everyone knows that. But we have to keep our head down because we still haven't got the W, and that's what we need. I'll probably prefer to win against Derby or Peterborough and then lost the other one, so we got 3 points instead of 2. But again, we're still undefeated in 3 games now, and that's what we have to look at, the positive on it, and then we can actually keep the ball out of the net, which for a keeper is very nice to do now.
Yeah, and as you say, so you're playing a lot of fixtures now. Obviously, you're still only starting at the start of the season, but how do you feel that your time at Lincoln City's gone so far?
I think it's been great. Started really good. Had some good cup runs. We're obviously doing well in the league. Then, obviously, I've had a dip, and the team has had a dip when we lost all those games. I think that's quite natural because you can't perform at the highest level all the time. You're striving to do that, but it's quite hard. And I think we found something great now, where we're starting to build again, and we're going into February where the games are not. I don't think it's top 6 teams, so it's like teams where you could expect us to win. Obviously, you can't expect anything in League One because everyone can lose to everyone, but it's probably a little bit easier to get through it, and I hope we can get on a good run here.